Hey everybody, this is John from Fail to Victory, and you can check out our band below. And I'm here with the guys from HopCurious at Bring It to the Table.
Brought Ninkasi's Critical Hit. It's an R&D barley wine ale, 10.4%, aged since 2013, 2017 right now, so aged about 4 years. I could already tell there's going to be a little bit of floaties in here. Save a little for the end if anyone wants some, but there you go. Caramely, barley winey, kind of a little flat. No, got a lot of head there, but nothing real strong up front.
I mean, I really only get like that initial caramel taste that you normally get with the barley wine. Kind of hard to decipher anything unique with that smell.
Yeah, up front, huge molasses. But then you can feel that like there's hops, a bunch of hops, competing for that aroma. So I don't know when they hopped it, what their hop schedule was, but I know this has a pretty high bitter score. So
100 IBUs.
100 IBUs.
To me, it smells very similar to the Dogfish Head IPA that we had. I would say the only real difference is that for me, I get more malty, caramely smelling from the grain, as opposed to where with the Dogfish Head 120 IPA, I really got more of just the alcohol smell.
Yeah, guys, I think I might be sick because my nose is not working whatsoever.
Balmore's broken.
I think I'm broken, you guys. Do the Jeff smell? Dry and weedy. I get some like dryness and wheatness there, and I feel like that's completely off.
Initial reaction, that does not taste like a barley wine. It tastes, and maybe it's the 18 hops that make it taste like an IPA, but this tastes more hoppy than that 120. And the upsetting thing is that Dogfish Head said it was supposed to be for hop head, and this is definitely tastes more hoppy. You get the more bitterness, you get that strong piney hoppy taste that leaves that resiny dry mouth feel.
Definitely a barley wine. But I think what I liked about it is that for the barley wines, typically they're a lot thicker and a lot sweeter, and you can detect that the hops are there. But I think because they used so much and made it so bitter, it actually balanced out the initial sweetness. I think the bottle said it was a high gravity, and it's only 10% for a barley wine. That's low, so that means a lot of residual sugar. So the hops are doing a good job of balancing that out.
All right, guys, a little bit more about the beer. R&D is their rare and delicious. The fact that it was aged for 4 years, I was kind of expecting a lot more.
Because it is aged, that's part of the reason why barley wine's smooth and not so hoppy. I'm totally forgetting, like, this is from 2013. This is 2017 right now. This is 4 years later. That's part of why this beer is the way it is and why it's so hard to kind of break down is it's been asleep for 4 years in hibernation.
When would you drink this beer? So for what occasion would you purchase this or drink it?
This is very specific, but since I was in fraternity in college, I would actually grab this beer, kind of this little event we had, which is like brotherhood, where it's very specific to a certain kind of groups that would come together within the fraternity, and we're all sharing beers, getting intoxicated. But it's like you bring something special for your brothers, the guys you think are your best friends. That's what I bring to you. Very specific. I want to share this with my close friends.
So spoiler alert, the kind of occasion that I would bring this for is never. But when we get to the rating, you'll know.
That's brutal. I'll be honest with you. At first I was like, man, barley wine, I freaking hate barley wine. I'm not a huge fan. It's not my favorite. I'm very surprised actually by this beer. And I would bring, this would be a special occasion. I would bring it for a friend. I would bring it, a gift to someone, Christmas, birthday, whatever. Celebrating. And then as well as I would, maybe give it to the person who I know is going to be like, I love hoppy beers that aren't necessarily IPAs.
Dude, I'm sorry, but Critical Hit, like, there's a wizard on there rolling a 20.
Doesn't make it good, bro.
On an 18-sided die. I had such high hopes for this beer. Like, what happened?
Started good and then it went bad.
Like, please, what happened?
They did the artwork before they made the beer.
Now that we've enjoyed or somewhat enjoyed this beer, what would you guys rate it?
Well, I think you already know my answer. I basically tried it if a friend had it, which is what is going on right now. I think if this one was aged in a bourbon barrel instead of what it tastes like, maybe it's bottle aged over the last 4 years, that would have made all the difference.
Man, I'm torn. I would probably recommend this to a friend. I wouldn't buy it. I probably would skip over this at a bar.
I mean, if I saw it at a bar, I'd probably be tempted to buy it. Might have been disappointed. Couldn't even really recommend it to a friend at this point. I'd finish it because I'd finish most every beers.
So what I rate this beer is, I'd try it if a friend brought it, like, to any occasion that I was at. Like, oh, cool, you bought a barley wine. That's very noble of you. Then I try it and be like, great, that was a barley wine.
Thanks for watching. Bring it to the table.
We are HopCurious.
Stay curious.